bought an abandoned storage unit at auction. Inside, I found hundreds of photos of the same man. I've been buying abandoned storage units for almost 10 years. Most of the time, it's junk, broken furniture, moldy clothes, boxes nobody wants. But one unit caught my attention immediately. In the back corner sat a large steel safe bolted to the floor. The bidding was surprisingly low. After I won, facility manager handed me the key and said something strange. The previous renter never came back. I thought he was joking, but he didn't smile. When I opened the unit, it was almost empty. A desk, a folding chair, 3 cardboard boxes, and the safe. I started with the boxes. The first held old books. The second contained expired canned food. The third was packed with photographs, hundreds of them. Every photo showed the same cabin deep in the woods. Were taken during summer, others during winter. At first, they seemed normal. Then I noticed something. Every single photograph contained the same person. Sometimes he stood near the trees, sometimes behind the cabin, sometimes so far away I almost missed him. But he was always there, watching. The strangest part, the photographer never seemed to notice him. Taped beneath the box lid was an envelope, written across the front with the words, "If you open the safe, read this first." Inside was a warning. It claimed the safe contained something valuable, but it also said that if I took it home, a man would begin appearing near my house. Each night he'd move closer, and if he ever reached my front door, it would already be too late. I laughed. Then I opened the safe. Inside was a single wooden box covered in strange symbols. The moment I touched it, something felt wrong, but I took it home anyway. That night I looked out my window. One was standing at the end of my driveway, completely still, and I recognized him immediately. It was the same man from the photographs. The next night he was closer, halfway up the driveway, then something inside the wooden box started knocking. 3 slow knocks, then silence. My phone rang, unknown number. When I answered, a voice whispered, "You took it home." Then the call ended. I eventually discovered the cabin from the photos. Inside were thousands of pictures covering the walls. Not pictures of the cabin, pictures of my house. One even showed me carrying the wooden box. According to a journal I found there, every previous owner of the box had disappeared by the 3rd night, and the man always got closer. That final night, the box began opening by itself. Inside wasn't an object. It was an endless darkness filled with trapped faces. Then my front door exploded open. The man entered. That's when I realized the truth. The figure wasn't hunting the owners. He was trying to stop whatever was inside the box from escaping. The box wasn't a prison, it was a door, and the figure was the lock. When I woke up days later, everything was gone. The box, the journal, all of it. I convinced myself it had been a nightmare, until I found a photograph waiting on my kitchen counter. It showed me standing outside storage unit 312, and written across the bottom were 4 words, "Thank you for taking my place."